So the third hour of Crisis on Infinite Earth is in the books. I remember last year we had such a good crossover, and by the end of it they announced Crisis on Infinite Earth, and I was losing my mind. Fast forward to the trailers that we got, the teasers, everything leading to Crisis. Exciting. I even made a video about the trailer, how excited I was, how this is going in the right direction, and my excitement is at an all-time high. Then we get to episode 1, and it's still at an all-time high, even when Oliver died, because that was so out of left field, but I knew that wasn't the last of Oliver. And then we get to hour 2, and I'm having mixed feelings. It was okay episode because they were like getting the story going. And then the third hour today comes. And of course today had, my favorite part was Barry Allen from Earth 90. I loved him last year in the crossover, and I was like, where did they send this guy to? Where did the Monitor send this guy to? And we finally find out. And at the end, obviously, the Flash must die. And yes, a Flash must die. But it didn't have to be Earth 1. It was Earth 90, Barry Allen. And that was beautiful. They couldn't have done that any better. I mean, from the trailer, when I saw his symbol on the floor, I'm like, yeah, he's going to be the one to go. And I mean, I would say that's an obvious observation. But, seeing that on the trailer, it was quick, but it was there. And when he starts running, and then they give us a little video of when the show started, and this is the end for him. This is the end for Barry Allen from Earth 90. That was one of the good things about the episode. Then we have Black Lightning coming in. That was another highlight of the episode. And then, but all of a sudden, everything just, I don't know, it was just feeling, I don't know if it was rush, because all of a sudden, there's only 7 Earth left. All of a sudden, you see Kingdom Superman coming from a portal. He couldn't save that Earth, and then going back to another. Well, where was the other Superman? What was he doing? Well, anyways. And then you have Constantine trying to save Oliver, and they finally are about to get him to come back, and that was actually very quick. Diego said a few words, and boom, Oliver gets it, and he's about to go, but then he can't go. It just, everything was moving at I don't want to say a fast pace, because I want this thing to go in a fast pace, but this time it was like the story was being rushed. I don't know. Something was missing. That's what I'm trying to get. Something was missing. And then all the Earths are gone. All of them. Even Earth 1. They're all gone. And all the Paragons are sent away. And all of a sudden, Superman is doing this weird thing. Red is coming out of him. And what do you know? Lex Luthor has taken his place as one of the Paragons. And that's when I was like, what? No. Hold up. What? CW, I defend you a little bit, but what is, you have a lot to make up in the next 2 hours, because the last two hours have been inside a ship. Your heroes coming and going, doing little things here and there, but what is this is missing some juice right now. And I am hoping that when this returns in January, that makes up for the last 2 hours, because the first hour was very entertaining. I gave it a pass on the second because they had to build the story. But this third hour, I don't see what's happening outside. What's happening outside? Why did the Monitor have to come to their ship? Whether he couldn't just meet them somewhere else, some other way? I mean, I get it. It's a limited budget, but everything is happening inside the Wave Rider. I think I'm speaking for a lot of people here. I think the audience wants to see more, not just the same place. We're into hour 3, and John hasn't really transformed. He's still in his human form. Why? You're going big when Crisis. What is happening? Why is Lex Luthor taking over Superman's place? Yes, Les Luthor is doing great at being Les Luthor. He annoyed the hell out of me. I'm not disappointed so far. I'm I can only summarize this as I'm having mixed feelings right now about the crossover. Because there's no way at this point that I'm feeling I'm still feeling last year's crossover over this year. Last year I had so much fun with the 3 hours. So I'm hoping I'm hoping that the last 2 hours are really going to deliver big time, because this is Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now, after watching 3 hours, I mean, they still saying that there are more cameos, more surprises. I'm not sure how, but for example, I was hoping that somehow we were going to see Diggle as Green Lantern or some sort of hint in the battle, but he's gone. He's gone. He's completely gone right now. Unless somehow they're going to reverse this in the next hour, and we're gonna get Earth 1, because I did see some video while they were shooting. Diggle was in the middle of all of this, so it looks like they're still gonna be fighting in some sort of place, bringing some of these people back. I'm not sure if right now it's looking like they're gonna take on the Anti-Monitor somewhere else, and somehow they're gonna be able to bring some of these people back and still bring on the fight. But it's a little bit disappointing that it looks like we're not gonna get some things that we were expecting. But I guess we have to wait for those 2 hours. Those 2 hours are really going to tell me if these mixed feelings that I'm having so far going into hour 3 are true. Now, yesterday I was hoping that Oliver was going to come back through the Lazarus Pit, because it was gonna make him like season 1 Oliver, but they're taking a different route. And in the preview, somehow it's in the Speed Force, so Oliver is coming back as something else. But we're just gonna have to wait and see exactly how they're gonna handle that. I have an idea, but we're just gonna have to wait. I gotta say that even though a lot of things happen in this hour, like Barry Allen disappearing, well, I should say dying, from the one from Earth 90, all the Earth just destroy everything. Basically, there's just seven heroes left, and that's it. Even the Monitor is gone. Even the Monitor, the Anti-Monitor, easily defeated him. So far, this crossover has had its up and downs, but I'm not going to judge it 3 hours into it. I'm just going to judge this 2 hours for what it is and wait. But there is no cliffhanger for me for this hour 3 that was gonna have me like, oh my god, I can't wait until January. Actually, I can't wait. That's how I feel right now. It's like, okay, well, it's over. We'll see what happens in the next 2 hours. In previous crossovers, I couldn't wait for the next hour, but this third hour, it did not leave me wanting more. It just left me like, what just happened, and what you gonna do, my boy Superman, like that. And another key piece that I keep missing every hour, I'm thinking, okay, this is the hour. Especially in this hour, the Flash hour, I'm thinking, okay, the reverse Flash is coming. Nope, nowhere to be found. So how is the reverse Flash going to be introduced into this story? I'm thinking the next 3 hours they have to be huge. They have to be, because there's no reverse Flash anywhere to be found, and he's to be some sort of big part of this. Especially when he said, "I'll see you in the next crisis." And the previous crisis, he was there as well. So where is he? Where is he? He has to be a big part of the next 2 hours somehow. And he still wasn't on the previews. And even on the show that they're doing after Crisis, they're not even mentioning the Reverse Flash at all. Nothing. They're talking about a lot of things, but no Reverse Flash for some reason. Is there some sort of twist? Something big coming with the Reverse Flash? There is no mention about this man again for 3 hours. Nothing. And to me, Pariah is just some character there right now that is not doing much for me. Maybe in the next 2 hours, but we'll have to see. Now, you guys tell me how you feel. This is how I feel about this crossover so far. Went in very excited. By the third hour, I'm like, I'm having some huge mixed feelings, but I have to let it play out into the end. And as I said before, I'm able to wait 4 weeks for the next episode, because the third one, that there was just nothing for me to be like, damn, they just left us like that. Nope, nothing. Now tell me how you feel in the comments. See you next time.